Yo, what's going on, guys? John, Springer Collectibles, J Val, Dr. Model Allen. What's going on, guys? Oh my God, I'm rusty like Rusty Griswold. Allie, all right, you came in. Look at that timing. Oh man, this is weird. I don't know what happened. Where have I been? It's crazy. Should we listen to some new kids? I hope you guys have been doing well. War Duke, welcome. Allie, how you been doing? You been streaming, or did you go off the grid like me? Man, oh shit. I appreciate that. I really do. Knight Rider fan, welcome. I don't even know how to do this anymore. I forgot. No, I didn't. It's like riding a bike, I guess, even though I didn't know how to ride a bike. Wait a minute, so that doesn't work. Damn. Can you believe that? I can admit that now. I don't know how to ride a bike really well. I mean, I could do it, but I wouldn't trust me to do it. If you were like, hey, I'll give you $1 million if you can ride this bike without falling down the block, I probably couldn't do it. That's kind of sad. That's not nice. Anyway, I got comics. I got the Guru of Garbage is here too. All right. I'm glad you guys got the alert. It's that they work. So maybe I had this weird theory that maybe if I'd been off this long, maybe Whatnot would like feed me Seymour. They would feed me traffic, but I think that's nonsense. We'll find out. Go ahead and spam the chat. Allie's done that before. It never works. Anything different with Whatnot since I haven't been on so long? Any major changes or any big shady situations going on, or everything's good? Did I go to the summit? No. What was that? Wait, I thought the summit was like in April. I couldn't go. It was like the for like a seller summit thing, like in like was it in like in Tennessee or something? Austin, Massachusetts. Got it. Shipping's a pain in the butt. Oh, did shipping change or something? Are they starting to ding you? I thought I saw an email about. Uh-oh. Can you give me one ejemplo? I was trying to say example, but with the Spanish thing, it didn't work. One example, just so I understand what's happening. Adam's here too. Let's go. What's going on, Adam? All right. Look at this. I got rock and roll. Rock and roll. Man, I don't think I have any models today. It's weird. I haven't seen them in a while. When I still look, but I haven't seen like big lots of them like I used to get. But I'll keep an eye out now that I'm back on a little bit. I'm gonna try to get back on more often again. It's a long story. Um, some welcome background noise. Hey, all right, perfect, Adam. I got plenty of nonsense to say. Where was I? I've become a carpenter. No, I haven't become a carpenter. Um, I'm like a stereotype of like the 80s. I would love reselling. I had to put it to the side for a second because I got a lot of personal stuff going on with, that I had to get something more structured back like I used to. I used to run a business for 20 years, and then I did this. And so now I joined. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this actually on here because there's like rules against it, but who's watching this stream with 10 people in it? I don't think it happened. I'm good. Uh, I joined New York Life. I'm studying to be a financial advisor guru of garbage. So anyone needs insurance or protection or any of that stuff, Springer Insurance. Let's see. Prices have increased. Uh-oh. No one's paid higher prices. Of course, everyone's so crazy about the shipping stuff. But, you know, I still love this though, Guru. I hit this. This is a big score, by the way. This is a whole other story that's kind of funny. Um, what was I saying? That's interesting, Al. I have to check that out. I mean, people never want to pay shipping, but like, I don't know. You got to pay. You got to pay to. You have to. I'm sure Whatnot did some kind of like audit on the shipping and realized they were just making too many mistakes. Or because I bet there's so many sketchy sellers on here. I'm guessing that either they don't know what they're doing or they're taking advantage of doing shady shit. So they probably had to make a lot of changes. That's my assumption. It'd be really interesting to hear what Whatnot has to say about that. Like why they did it. There has to be a reason. Not to mention that everything is going up in price, which is like insane. Like in this world, like. Anyway, I'm not gonna get on a soapbox about how insane everything is right now. Gas, the stock market, everything is just stupid right now. Like sports card prices, everything is dumb. So we'll see how this is though. If you keep your shipping the same, you end up paying for ship. Uh-oh. Wait, what does that mean if I keep it the same? Like, did I get my Series 6? Oh, you know this about this stuff, Guru? No, I'm way early in the process. Way early. I have to get my SIE first. Are you in the financial industry? Or you just know this stuff? As the seller. Hold up. I'm gonna have to probably ask you more questions about that. Thank you guys for coming in, by the way. If you end up paying for shipping. So you're saying that, like, if I sell this comic right now, okay, I appreciate that. Well, we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. And then I'll have like a $50 shipping overages and it'll crush the stream. How about we start with some rock and roll comics, I guess? Whatever it is. Do I have any old stamps? I do. I haven't busted out the stamps, but I'll do that for you since you asked, Noah. Used to be for 33 years. Whoa, Guru, I gotta talk to you. Wait, so you went the other way, or sort of. Oh my God, that's amazing. I do have bottles. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, you're the bottle guy. Perfect. I got crazy bottles. Guru, I gotta hit you up. All right, let's hang for bottles and stamps. You guys remember? Look, Allie, remember I said I would wear a fanny pack? I don't know about Marvel cards. I got a fanny pack on. This is kind of funny. Hold on, can you see it? Because I have a streamer fanny pack because I'm like, I'm sick of losing shit. I need tape during the stream. So we can relax. I got a Sharpie. Now I almost use this. Look what I got. This is like, is this even like relevant anymore? Look what came in one of these lots from this guy. And it smelled like, dude, it smelled like millennial, no, like what's the next after millennials? Generation Z. It smelled like Gen Z cologne. I'm like, I can't wear this shit. Look at that. Remember Supreme was selling for like stupid amounts of money? Is it still selling for stupid amounts of fits? And what's like remember like what was the when I was a teenager it was like Abercrombie and Fitch Woods, but what was like the other like Drakkar Noir? Like what's the new one? Oof, whatever that is, that's like the guy that says bet all the time. That's his Supreme thing. Axe. Oh, maybe it is Axe. You're right. Super Dave wins again. By the way, Larry David went to Maryland. There was a non sequitur there. And this is his yearbook, but we can look at that later. Bet we will. All right. So we have to find bottles and we have to find stamps. Let's start with the bottles because the bottle guy's here. Bottle guy, I love buying bottles. That's like an underrated thing to buy and resell. I've gotten some really cool ones. These are pretty generic. Let me know if you want me to start running these. And I'll find I have more upstairs that are actually branded, like with Clorox and like there's one with like Henry Ford on it. All sorts of weird stuff. We can start with these. Let's see. Guru, I saw the most license plates I've ever seen, by the way. I was at a repo place and it's amazing how many people just leave their shit. And but it's not old license plates, unfortunately. Bottles. No, it's just like a gray area. They're like some of the registrations on them were still good. Like they were still good. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of sketchy. I don't know what we were trying to talk about what you do with those because I know people collect license plates, but not ones that are modern. I don't think, do they? All right, let me see. It is. I'll have to let him know because he was worried that if someone puts it back on the car, I don't know, that it could trace back to him. Does that make sense? All right, $5 a bottle. We'll just do one. We'll do this one first, and then that one, and then I have some better ones. Oh yeah, let's do that, bottle guy. Bottle guy, what type of bottles do you like, by the way? It depends on the price and state. It's Maryland. They're all Maryland. Because I have a pretty insane stash that I don't think I can sell on here necessarily. That I might sell locally because they're just it's from an antique. How do I describe this? An antique pharmaceutical carry like a traveling pharmaceutical case. It's the most amazing thing these eyes have ever seen. All right, take out the registration sticker. I'll ask if I'm allowed to do that. I mean, yeah, I could probably get them for almost free, probably. Whatever interest don't have. Okay, cool. I mean, it's hard to say. Yeah, I have to ask him about it. He's just really careful and Oh my God, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's a good point, Fedson. Thank you guys for staying. Still hanging on the stamps. Yeah, you got it. Thank you. Get them and let you know. Okay, I'll let you know about those too. I'm gonna ask him about that. You can take out the registration. Ask him, and if he's cool with it, could be pretty interesting. All right, the person that wants the bottles, I'm trying to get a better angle for you. This is my favorite one, this Clorox one. Like for those kind of bottles. I can't read what that one says, but Towns, probably, yeah, let me see. Let's look, hold on. I just had to put the iPad down real quick, 1 second. Some of them need to be cleaned up. Obviously, I talked to a guy online. He said he's got a bottle cleaning guy. I think it's just a special way to clean them. I need glasses, so maybe you can see if there's a Town on this or any of them. I definitely have Baltimore, a lot of Baltimore ones, not necessarily here. I'll look, but I have Baltimore ones at another location. If you want Baltimore, this one says Missouri. Oh, there's Maryland right there, actually, right? Oh my, I said not necessarily here, and that's Baltimore right there. That's funny. All right, so that's Baltimore. I don't know what this one is nothing. Any with, okay, sorry, I was rereading old messages. This one's an interesting one. It's milk. We major in minors. Where have I heard that before? Ligou. Chambersburg. I think that might be Maryland also, right? I don't know if it says it on there. I still remember my grandparents had like one of those milk, like the silver milk container things. I never really understood what that was. Can you imagine? Like, that was actually a pretty good service back then. That was like Uber Eats for milk. The milk box, yeah. Those things are cool. I wish I had a milk box. I don't have one. I can't see what this is, but this looks really cool. These will be varying in price, maybe like 5, 10, 15 a piece, something like that, depending on which one it is. Or we could bundle if you like any of these. Guys, I have tons of different stuff, not just bottles. This is the first thing someone asked me about. This is obviously Baltimore. That's a cool one. City Dairy, Baltimore. This is the Henry Ford one. I'll start running some of these in a second. I think this is Henry Ford. Hold on. That's not Aunt Jemima, right? Or, wait, museum. Oh, it's a museum. Guy would deliver every other day and take. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, isn't that what they did? I think so. Are you saying that you're saying that's what they did? Henry Ford. That's a cool one. Little amber. Yeah, that's wild. And you know what else they used to do, Guru, which blew my mind? The diaper service. Can you imagine that shit? Like, no pun, like diaper service. Like there wasn't disposable diapers. That's a nightmare to me. Like, here you go, diaper man. I don't know how that worked. This one's also Maryland. All right. And we have, by the way, I have comics today. I have tools. I have bottles that we're looking at right now. Big Al, thanks for coming in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Good pools, welcome. What else do we have here? Maybe I'll run a couple of these, and let me know if any of these stood out to you. If not, no worries. We will keep going. Seltzer guy too. Oh, sweet. This is a sick looking bottle right here. What's this one? People go like bottle digging. Another Baltimore one. They like go and they're very secretive about where they dig for their bottles. That's like a thing. Because sometimes bottles can be $150, $100 each. They could be hundreds of dollars to pay if you find something really good. You used to dig? Is it worth the time digging, bottle guy? And what's the coolest thing you ever found? I don't know how people find the locations. I think it's amazing. Nah, not landfills. Yeah, you hit a good spot. Yeah, I guess people try to go wherever like maybe a bottling plant used to be, or like I don't know, like maybe where like a work spot or something. Maybe they'll look on an old map or something. I don't know how they do it, or maybe a farm, or they'll just talk to people and find places, and then they dig, and there's actually still bottles buried like crazy out there, and you can find a good Coca-Cola bottle and get yourself, 50, $100, or some people just obviously they're buying it because they just love collecting the bottles, not for the money like I would do. I always wanted to do metal detecting, Guru. City dumps. Okay, neighborhood trash area. Outhouses. Interesting. Outhouse. Like former outhouses? Huh. I'm gonna run some of these. If you go on those Facebook groups, there's some interesting finds. People always post their interesting finds from digging. And the reason I did that, I joined them is because I got my antique. This I haven't priced out yet, bottle, but this is actually probably one of the weakest ones out of the bunch, and it's amazing. From the 1800s, pretty sure. That's a liniment. Probably had like opium and cocaine in it, and then you rub it on your back, maybe, I don't know, or you rub it on your kid's teeth when they cry, and then you get your kid addicted to opium when they're a year old in 1887. All right. There was always a metal detector guy at the beach. I think so. You have a question mark thing going on. I don't know. Maybe to show your things. Outhouse equals old school trash can. Oh, good point, bottle guy. It seems kind of gross, but not really. I guess everything's kind of gone. So, all right. Do you mean to run any of these, bottle guy? But how do you find old outhouses? I guess I'm not in an outhouse kind of town where you can still see them, or maybe just I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyone else? And we're gonna run some other stuff. We just keep looking around too. Are there any Hurricanes fans here? You want to see something wild I picked up? This is like from a game. This guy went to the NFL too. Albert Bentley, and it was they gave him like little plaques when they did well in the game. There's one more there, but I don't think that's anything. All right, let's keep looking. If anyone else wants the bottles, we'll skip those and we'll run something else. Let me see what's in some of the. I got some. Oh, here. Does anyone collect this kind of stuff? Household oils. Lock E. Sometimes people like these for the advertising. I guess this is an oil can, or what is this one, Guru? Made in the USA. Some neat stuff in there. Old advertisement here. Got some home decor stuff, some china, some bone china, I think. Oh, the stamps. Is the person that wanted stamps still here? I think I have some up here. I mean, I do have like this is probably not what you're looking for, but I have stuff like this here. Okay. The stamps are kind of random. Let me grab some stamps and I'm gonna put this down and show you guys this real quick. The only thing about this one, Guru, if you're here, it still has stuff sloshing around in there. Yeah, I'm gonna find the older stuff. Hold on. The stuff I have, I don't know how. Well, you tell me how old it is. I'm not sure I can tell. I'll tell you in a second. I think I'm here. Those were actually old. The Boys Town ones, by the way. I'm pretty sure. 1960. One of those. Is that old? That's not old. Are you looking for like stuff from like 20s, 30s? Let's see. I thought I had them here. Oh yeah, here we go. Are these it? Nope. Thanks for your patience, guys. We're gonna keep looking around and see what's here. It's been a while since I've done a stream, so let's see what I do with the stamps. What do I do with the stamps? Give me 1 second. You know, I probably have some stamps. I know where some are. I can give you an example. I remember where there's other ones. Hold on. Pre-40. Gotcha. That's probably 50-50. I have pre-40. Let me check. I think is there something in here? No. Anyone want that one? It's the Pirates All-Star Game. Maybe it's yeah. There's stamps in here. I just don't know if they're pre-40. This is an example from a large collection. I have to find the rest of the collection. Sorry for all the shakiness, guys. This is not a good example because the rest of it's in much better condition, but maybe you can still get an idea. I don't know why these pages look like they were burned or something. Jesus. But maybe you can get an idea. When I find the rest of the collection, it's like pages and pages just like this. So I don't know. You can always send me a DM and then I can take more time. Okay. Then I could take more time to get the rest out. I think they're in another bin stored up here somewhere, and I don't know exactly where. But this is like one folder from that large collection. I mean, I could run this whole thing. I don't know if you want these, and you could just take the stamps off. You could run the whole folder for like, I don't know, $5 or something. if you want. Okay, hold on. Let me add this in real quick. And then maybe if you stick around, as I go around, I'm sure I'll find more. It's just a matter of time here and just walking around in this attic here. All right, let's see. Create quality listing. Thanks for your patience, everybody. I'm going to put this one up real quick so we have stamps. Take photos. They finally fixed the zoom feature, by the way, on when you make a listing. It's been like 4 years or something. I was waiting for that, and now they do it. Stamp lot. If you're a seller, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. All right, as shown. Thank you guys for hanging out. We will, any requests you have, go ahead and let me know in the chat. You can also look in the store. I listed some things, some comics and video. There's video games too listed in there. All right, 15, that was $5 we said for everything in this folder, and I will try to find more folders like this. All right, $5 if anybody wants this. My first sale in a while. Pedal car diecast. Pedal car. Wait, like a big car? Like you drive with your feet? Or like little, hey, Treehouse, I have little diecast. Thanks, Noah. I haven't seen that nice yellow winning sign in a long time. It's been a while since I've streamed, guys, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. Volgor, welcome. I have some old school diecast from like the 40s and 50s, I think. What's that company called? Tootsie? Oh, 1/32 scale. 130. I do, just not here. I don't have any of the 132 here. I have 125 like trucks and that kind of thing. I think I have 132 at another location. If there's something you're looking for specifically, feel free to send me a DM and I can like take pictures next time I'm there. Yeah, let me get the Tootsie, Larry. And I'm gonna look for more. No, if you stick around or even if you come back, and you can say, hey, did you find any more stamps? If you come back, just let me know. And I know I'll find more. Tootsie. All right, thanks, Noah. Here we go. And Allie, I don't know if you're still there. If you're buying, I got some nice 40-cent Batman comics too. All right, that's Tootsie. Let me see what's up here. I put my G.I. Joe things. Hold on one second. Which is actually a really nice way to ship them, honestly. Let's do that. Our little background here. We're on the, I don't know what I've left, but we're gonna find out. So I think they're pretty nice. There might be some, besides Tootsie, there might be some Matchbox, Lindsay, maybe even Hot Wheels in here. That's a cool. Look at that. It's an old VW, I guess, right? Or no? That'd be pretty old. Is that a bug? And is that even Tootsie? I don't know. We'll run these cheap once I get them all out. I'll show you which ones. You can either do a bunch of them or you pick out what you like. That's kind of cool. All right. Let me see if we can see what brand it is, and then we'll move on to the next ones. I don't know what that is. Maybe you guys do. All right, there's that one. And a few more. I think this one might be. This is actually a nice one. This looks like Tootsie. The paint's really nice on this one. Looks like an old school fire truck, maybe. Oh, it's got the guy in there and everything. I don't know what that is. Let me know if you can tell. I need glasses. All right, there's that one. Let me see about some more. Oh, I can't zoom out. What the heck? All right. Here, I'll just show them without opening the rest of them here. There's a car that's not a Tootsie. That's probably it's Hot Wheels. I don't know if that's a red line or not. Probably not. And then this one. That's probably Lindsay. What does that say? Can't see. All right, so you got those. That's 4. Here's another one. I think I might have some in another room too. That's a Lindsay Matchbox. 1970. That's pretty cool. Let me know if any of these, if you want me to run any of these. Is that it? That might be it, actually. Hold on. I sold a bunch of these online already. They take a while to sell, but they all sell. And those were the leftovers. Let me see what else. Let me know if you need to run any of those, and then I'll go find the rest. Actually. And welcome, Fonz. Fire truck, you got it. Oh, that's awesome, Laurie. Wow, 36 years. That's amazing. Yeah, let me get that. I was gonna run that for like $5. It's definitely probably better than that, but I'll run it for 5 if that works. That's a cool one, especially since it's old. Let me see if there's any more in here. The bundle. It might be one more. Or did I sell those? Nope, they're not in there. Anyone collect matchbooks, by the way? Or pins? Got a lot of matchbooks. All right, let me get the fire truck. I appreciate the request. Thanks for coming in, guys. Let me know if there's anything you're looking for. I have vintage playing cards also. I have car parts. I have home decor. I have comics. Too much stuff to even list. I can't even think right now how much stuff there is. Hold on one second. All right, this is a nice one here. I don't know if it was Tootsie or not, but we'll run this. I can't see what it is, but it's pretty cool. There you go. Hopefully that helps. That it looks like, what's that, like probably 100 years old, maybe? I don't even know. Maybe not that old. Maybe the 40s. Here we go. Also, vintage bottles we were showing before, too, if anybody wants those. Beanie Babies, old poker chips, comics. And right now we're going to run this. I have Power Tools, Milwaukee, miscellaneous item, medium, miscellaneous small. Appreciate you guys coming in, by the way. I'm John, Springer Collectibles, one of the, what do I say? Not the oldest sellers, one of the longer time running sellers. Nah, no Jordan, Kobe cards today, unfortunately. Thanks, Laurie. Selling since 2021 on here. That's which is now that's like old on here. It's weird. But I took a big break and now I'm back, and thank you guys for being here during my big break. Dr. Oy Vey. Welcome. Possibly my fellow tribesman. J Val. That was a good pickup. And I hope your husband enjoys. That's really neat. Thank you so much. And J Val, did you see what I was keeping him in? I don't know if you're here. Look. Perfect way to ship them in the 93 Crimson Guard case. Ooh. Let me think, Oy Vey. I might have a little Pokemon left, and I'm going to wrap that up nice for you. Thank you. Yeah, I had a plethora of those. I was like, they're perfect for shipping diecast. See that? Or if you want some, but they're perfect for shipping diecast. Thank you. All right, let me think about Pokemon. Let me see. There might be some Pokemon over here. Let's see what's left. I don't think I have anything too special, though, in terms of Pokemon. I have some empty tins. Sometimes people collect the pins. Let me see what's here. I haven't looked at these in a long time. These are energy for Gym Heroes. Some people need those. No Yu-Gi-Oh today, I know that. I might have a little bit of Magic, but I doubt it. There's some, I'm trying to remember what these all are. This looks like Modern Hollow in there. If anything stands out, let me know. I'll run it cheap. 2022. Looks like all reverse hollows in there. Some loose cards. That might be a good one. That's Japanese. Yeah, that's from like the first. That's a Japanese Neo Discovery, right? My memory serves me right. More Gym Heroes energy. This is just loose stuff for some reason. I don't know what that I forgot about. Oh, this is kind of cool. Little stickers. So some of the original stuff here in the first. That's base set and the choke right there. Is there anything else in there? Let's see what else do like. I could just run all of them, or just run all. There's a nice Bulbasaur base. Pretty cool. Trainers and some newer ones mixed in there. I could just run the whole thing, and we'll do it with the. These aren't e-readers, are they? Nah, I don't know anything about that. But what's this from? At 83. We can run the Pokemon. It's like 28. Is that 18 or 15? Or neither? I really need glasses. All right. Oh. Jungle. Yeah, it's not bad. 2016. Thanks, Betson. All right, let's see what else is in here. Maybe I'll just kind of run the whole thing. Screw it. Let's see. Could be maybe someone get a good pickup here for cheap. The Pokemon people are supposed to come out of the woodworks when you put Pokemon cards in front of the camera. That it's all of a sudden it's supposed to just blow up. It's not happening. The random baseball cards in there don't belong in there. They're always on the hunt. And the Magic guys, stream hopping. Can't blame them, especially like Magic, because Magic's like under the radar, crazy valuable. All right, how about I'll find a lid or one of these. I can run everything in a tin. Ant-Man, welcome. Whatever I just showed, I'll just put it in there, and we'll run the whole thing. I'll show it again. You guys ready? There was a couple good ones in there, I think. Some of those trainers can be like deceptively pricey. And those old school, I'll put error card. Don't know what that's an error. Jinx. Energy. Oh, look at that. There's their first Pikachu. That's the original base set Pikachu. That's kind of cool. All right, we'll see who's in here. I'll put somewhat of a floor on these. All right, so you got some Japanese, Neo. We got Pikachu. I'll put extra time. That way we can go through it. Here we go. Miscellaneous. I was going to start, let me start a little higher just because I'm going to end up putting all of it down probably. I'm doing this the reverse way. I told you it's been a while since I've been doing this. 1 minute. Whoopsie. 1, 2, 3. Get that one. We're all putting this in. It's coming with this too. Dr. Oyve's in there. Trainers. I hope somebody bids because I kind of can do all of them for 10, but here we go. Endorian. We got that guy. Oh, okay. 17. Thank you, Melinda. All these. Hopefully you guys spotted something good. 17, 36 seconds. Thanks for the bids. You get the 10. Everything. I haven't even thrown the rest in yet. We'll get all the base set energies in here. Not that you're excited about that, but it's still base or Jim. We're at 17. You get all these. Are those the e-readers? I don't know. The trainers in there, I guess. More of those. It's 18 seconds left. There's a base Jungle Nidorian. There's some trainers, Super Potion. There's a full art there. Machoke. Base. 18. Thanks for the bid. You got a Bulbasaur in there too. Some Japanese stuff. You got the energies, more energies. More energies. That's 20 times. Oh, that's it. Dr. Weve, thank you very much. Thanks for the bids, guys. 18. Good deal. And with the 10. It's a fun lot right there. Definitely did well for 18. And I'll throw in that also. You want the Inspector Gadget card? And you can redeem these. They haven't been used. I'll put the rest in that I showed here. And then you get this cool sticker, which actually some of these are pretty good. I think the Charizard's worth one. But thank you, Dr. Oyve. All right. Well, we got 14. Let's go. Any other requests, guys? Let me know. I appreciate the bids on that one. I have records. If you're just getting your bottles, comics, die cast. I can't even think of what else. Let me run this little guy. I'll probably find more Pokemon in a second. I had like 50 snapbacks. Let me see if there's any left. I think we're all out, Cody. At least all the good ones are probably gone. I'll check though. Let's see if there's any more left. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna run this one for cheap. How about $3 on this one? It's old. It does look like a Volkswagen. Maybe it's not a Volkswagen. I don't know. Is it a Volkswagen? All right, we'll go check see if there's hats. Feel free to ask any questions. I don't buy 2026. How's that working? Old sports. Yeah, I'll see it. There might be a few 80s and 90s ones left. What's up, Adam? Adam got one of them from me. He got the Minnesota Twins World Series one. I'll see if there's any left from that lot. I think he sold the rest of them. Let's look and see. Maybe it's been a while since I've looked. It's worth a quick check. Let me know, guys. Oh, he cleaned up in here. They're not in here. Hold on. But not in here. Oh, wait. There's a helmet. That doesn't really help you. Whoopsie. sometimes we get these huge lots and we clean out someone's basement or something like that, and then we haven't gotten everything yet. So this kind of looks like what that is. And I don't see any snapbacks necessarily, but I do see this. Look at this gem. Can you believe someone put this on a plaque? That's a beauty right there. If I do have old sports shirts, they're probably going to be 90% Baltimore themed. So let me know if that means anything. If you want Baltimore ones, and they're also huge for some reason. There's a Browns one right there. Thank you, Tyler. I'm trying to think about other old sports shirts. It's been a while since I've been in here, so I don't know what he has sold and what's left. So I'm trying to look through these boxes to see. Yeah, this is all emptied. This is some nice autograph stuff. This is something I have to quote out if we do. There's a Pete Rose signed hat. I don't see any more T-shirts though. Oh, here they are. I knew they were in here. Reds fan, okay. I could send him a message to see what he wants to do because this isn't my stuff. But we do a lot of stuff together. But he'd probably sell it very reasonable if you want it. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of Baltimore stuff here. So it looks like mostly Orioles stuff. There are shirts, but yeah, it's all Ravens and Orioles. Yeah, definitely all Ravens and Orioles, definitely. Oh wait, just kidding. You're a Reds, Pete Rose. How about that, Cody? Huh. That's pretty cool. You don't see that one every day, do you? I don't know. That probably, I'm sure that, I imagine that place was open and closed pretty, grand opening, grand closing, whatever. Isn't that Chris Rock? Can match the hat. Ooh, good question, Fitz. And it's been a while since I thought about that. I sold almost all my Rock ones. I have like random ones, but not like Orioles white character. Sure, hold on one second. Let me send him a message, see if we can get him on to come on the show. Hold on. All right, let me get that real quick and we'll check this. I don't know if you care about the size or not. I know these go for decent, but I don't know, extra large. Like, how about $10 on that? On the extra large, and then the Pete Rose stuff. I'll get quotes on that too. Ron, okay. Cody wants that one too. Okay. Let's see. Fedson, I'm not sure. But if I do, if you don't, if they're just like random shirts, they're not like anything specific. I think they're like 80s and 90s shirts. I can show you. Let me know if you want the Pete Rose one too. Let me add this into the store. All right, let's see. Thanks for your patience, guys. Hold on. I just want to take pictures real quick. All right, stick around, guys. There's so much to go through, so I hope you're patient to stick around. Try to find something you like. Orioles. All right, just gonna put vintage T-shirt. We'll run this in about 15 seconds, so stick around. As shown. Remember these shirts? I feel like this. I was about to guess it was 95, but it's 97. I remember there was other ones from like 93. They started this whole thing. All right, let's see. Maybe 92. Tons of those. Well, it is a 90 shirt, so $10 should be pretty good here. It's all American wear. Here we go. Publish. Almost finished with the listing, guys. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Is it running? It should be running. Thanks for joining. If you're just joining, let me know if there's something you're looking for. Cody was asking about vintage t-shirts. We were looking at vintage bottles before. We're going to look for stamps. And Cody. Congrats and thank you. If anyone's an Orioles fan, we definitely have tons of Orioles stuff. Like this thing. Let me know if you want the Pete Rose stuff too, and I can check on that for you. The shirt. And then we have the signed hat, which fell on the ground here. I like the pinstripes one. Okay. Here's some more shirts in case anybody else wants to see. I gotta get a Z-Rack for these bad boys so we can actually look through them easy. Super Bowl champs. A Cal Ripken shirt. I like that one. These are big though. Everyone wore their shirts too big in the 90s. Because the guy who owned these was definitely not this big. Jamal Lewis, I think, and Ray, the Lewises. More Ravens, more Orioles. Oh, and University of Maryland. So we're in Maryland here. Terps, champions. Hey, Allie, welcome back. Allie, do you want to see those 40-cent Batman comics? Let me know. Sorry for all the movement, guys. Camden Yards. Yeah, it's a lot of the same stuff. A lot of the same team, I mean. An Eddie Murray shirt. Baltimore fan who had all the... Oh, yeah. I could run Eddie. I was more of a Cal fan. Let's see. I was more of a Brady Anderson fan. Or who else? A Leo Gomez fan. No, I don't remember Leo Gomez. I don't know why my brain can name like players from like 1991, but I can't remember anything else. Just I could name every freaking player from like when you were like a kid and you're a fan of sports. Baseball cards. Wait, hold on. Rose. All right. What was the black t-shirt? Okay, I'll grab it. Oh, there you are. Okay, Springer Cards is on, guys. Follow Springer Cards. There we go. He's gonna price out anything for me that if I'm off, because this is his stuff. Look, here's the Pete Rose hat, Springer, and we'll look at the. You let me know what you want to price this stuff out at, and we'll run it under your stuff. Black t-shirt on the bottom coming up. I was wondering what that was too. Ground Zero, 1993 Gunpowder Graphics. Oh, it's a Colts. Oh, that's so funny. That's a cool shirt for Baltimore fans. Okay, thanks, Springer. I'd say come back on the stamps, or you can DM me also. But I'm gonna be on for a little bit, and hopefully I'll find them when I go back upstairs. I'm gonna put the hat in the storage so we have it in case anybody wants it for 50. There we go. This is a pretty good deal considering that those vintage hats go for good money without the signature. Brad, are you good with the t-shirt prices? I was starting them at 10. It's mostly Baltimore stuff though. Let's see. Pete Rose signed hat coming up. Thank you guys for your patience. All right. Pete Rose. Auto. All right, this one's almost live. Allie, has the shipping changed with like free shipping? Is that still the same, hopefully, for people? 50. All right, it's up. I'm going to run it. I didn't see the chat, but maybe someone wants it. 20 seconds. It is live. More than one. It's still the same. Okay. Oh, now okay. Well, I don't know if there's more than one person interested, so I can start it later. Higher if you want. So far, it was maybe just one person. All right. Let me know if you change your mind on the hat, and we can run it again. Otherwise, if you saw any more T-shirts, let me know. We can move on to something else. There was. All right. Cool. Thank you. There was some pennants here. If anybody wants to look at the pennants, which actually are kind of the worst thing to ship, honestly, but we could run the pennants. Some really cool ones here too. Sometimes you can like lightly roll them. Maybe that'll work with cardboard. Look at that. That is a crazy one, Brad. That there has to be like none of these in existence. There's probably like 10 of those in existence. Not that it means anything. Brad, if you're still there, did you see that Lamar Odom superfractor sold for $8,000? Is that real? Who in their right mind would pay $8,000 for? They're worth a lot. That one. Who would pay $8,000 for a bust? It was a 2008, I think, superfractor. I like this one for me. It's ripped. 2008 superfractor for $8,000, unless it's bullshit, or $7 or $8,000. Yeah, I guess that it's a 1 of 1 Lamar. I guess Odom. Am I saying it right? Not which was it? Greg Odom. Greg Odom, not Lamar. I think it's Greg Odom. My bad. Oh, there's pre-bids. Didn't. Hey, Dave Z, welcome back. Kardashian? No, not Greg. Oh, different guy. I think I got the name wrong. Not Lamar Odom. Greg Oden. Anyway, that he probably bought it himself. That's a good point, but I don't think I think it was a collector. A superfractor collector, who knows? Let me look at the DC Comics, because the DC Comics are just placeholders, those pictures. So, well, you know that, Dave Z, you bought from me before. Welcome back. He probably bought it. I love that's hilarious. All right, now we're back. All right, so I have some. Oh, the DC ones from the other. Wait, which one? Let me see where the pre-bids are. Hold on, because there's two different lots here. I have pop culture comics. I have rock and roll comics. DC vintage. There's one bid for 3. Okay, so I'll grab 1 or 2 or 3 comics, and we'll run them at the starting bid. But I don't know if. Wait, hold on. I don't know if Allie's still here. If you want to see the Batman ones too. You like Conan? Want to do 2 Conans for $3? Hold on. There's the Batman ones. I'll show those next. These aren't bagged and boarded, unfortunately, but they're in pretty decent shape overall. All right, let me get the Conans out. And then I also have Spider-Man. Some decent Spider-Man. Justice League. Another Batman, another Batman. And then I have pop culture stuff. I have New Kids on the Block and a bunch of sports ones too. These are a 40 center and a 50 center on Conan. Wait, but let me get your okay on that before I run it. I don't have any horror today. Would you frame a Griswold hockey jersey or Fletch Lakers jersey for basement club room? Well, probably neither. Nah. I never saw Fletch, believe it or not. Let's see. Is that really good? I would go with Griswold over the Fletch one in a heartbeat. No horror today. Dave Z, since you put the bid in, I mean, I could just start the Batman at $3 for 1, and then we'll just add more in. I'm sure that'll get outbid. So I just don't want to run something you don't want. Here we go. 40 center. We'll do 2 40 centers. We'll do number 320 and 316 to start, and then we'll throw in more. You're leaving? All right. Good day, sir. Or because of my Fletch situation, or because you just have to go? 20 seconds. Beautiful coverage. Dave's in there at 4. Looks like mid 70s, I guess. Mid 70s. Or at 5 on both. Let me get another one if we have 8 seconds. Number 41. All right, let me get another one. Since we got another bid there, let's do 319. That was a good cover right there. You get all three. We're at 11. 1, 2, 3. We're at 16. We're going to add another one in. This one's got a tear at the bottom, though. Just be aware of that. Sick cover, though. That's 4 for 26. I mean, 22. I need glasses bad. 4 for 22. Allie's in the lead. Welcome back, Allie. Allie, thank you so much. All right, we'll get those bagged and boarded for you. Let's get some more. Thank you, Dave Z. Those are really cool. I've never seen those, and I went through a lot of Batman stuff. Allie, I don't know if you want the new kids, but I'm going to run that too. There's a number 1 there. Jimmy Olsen used to say dynamite. How about we do this one for 3? And I'll run a bigger bundle in a second. I think this is the only Jimmy Olsen I have, though. 15 center on the Jimmy. Thanks, Allie. George, I was going to do Jimmy. What's the one where he talks in third person? We're at 4 for Dave Z. Jimmy's getting 6. We're going to throw in this one too then. No, it's a 30 center, number 63. So we got both for 6. Dave Z. Thank you. All right. How about more Batman? And then we'll get through the DC stuff first, and then we'll do more here. This one's really cool. This is a 100-pager. It's running. $3 to start on that. Dave Z's in. That's a sick one. That's a nice shape, too. A little off on the thing there. 6. Then I'm going to put in a Detective Comics. This one's got a little, this one's in, or I guess a reader because it's torn there. We'll put that one in too, though. Is that Green Arrow? Down and out. 8 for both. Then we have number 322 if we get to 10. We're at 10. We get all 3 for 10 right now, guys. Dave Z says 11. Alice is 13. Then we're going to throw in number 314. The Two-Face? Scarred face? Oh, that's it. 13 for Allie. Thank you. Appreciate the bids, guys. Let's finish off the DC Superman and some others. There's a 40-cent Superman. Is that Superwoman? And that, what is it? It's like Wonder Woman but a man. What is happening? You're washed up, Superman. Weird. All right. And we have Superman or Super Team Family. We'll put that one in. Both for 3. Dave Z starts us off at 3. I don't know what's going on with this cover. And who's this fella? We're at 3 for both. 3 seconds. 7 seconds. I mean, oh, nope, just 1 second. I can't see today. Dave Z, nice pickup. Wonder Woman. $3 on Wonder Woman. I forgot her name, but that's probably an early appearance. Oh, that's when she stopped being Wonder Woman? $3? Nobody? 3 seconds. I was like, I'm sure someone's going to bid on this one. Thanks, Dave. 2 seconds. No seconds. All right, we got through those DC. We have more, though. And then I have another lot of DC in the other room, and I have New Kids on the Block and Rock and Roll, and then we have Marvel. Oh, Star Wars, too. This one might have to start a little. I don't know if we have people that are going to bid on this. I can't start all 3 at 3, but I would start all 3 at like maybe 6. We're off 2 each. Oh, I got a Vanilla Ice cover too for Rock and the Rock and Roll comics. Vanilla Ice on the cover. Vanilla on the 9, whatever that means. Here we go. Darth Vader looking huge here. What's happening with the perspective? Welcome, guys. All right, 3 awesome Star Wars comics that I've never seen before. These must be from the early 80s. All right. Spidey, you got newsstand right here, but it's got a little rip at the bottom. So I'm going to show you guys the condition. Wow, look at C-3PO. It's getting jacked. Here we go. Yo, all right, all 3 for 3. I hope there's people in here. Allie's in. 3. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. 13. I wish I had more. That's all I got. This one's the coolest one. Number 44, 50 center. Duel a Dark Lord. 14, 16. All right, I gotta throw in this one too. This one's probably a $5 comic. Throw this one in. There you go. There's no reason, but here you go. Just thank you. That's what the thumbnail says. Thank you guys. It's my first show in like months, guys. So thank you for being here. Daisy, thanks. Thanks, Allie, for the bids. Allie, I'm guessing you want these, but I could be totally wrong. But if I'm gonna do it, I gotta at least play the most underrated New Kids on the Block song ever. That is 100% Paul McCartney inspired, and you can't tell me otherwise because it sounds like a Paul McCartney song. It's really weird, actually, how much of a McCartney song it sounds like. Like, I wonder if he has something to do with it. All right, this will be in your head. Thanks, yeah, I appreciate that. Hey, Treehole, thanks. Man, I love doing this, guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys remind me of that, too. I got kind of burnt out and just had to do other stuff, too. So, combination. All right, number 1. And number 2. And number 1. Donnie D on the backup. God, this song is good. It's really good. It's a good song because it sounds like a Beatles song. Here we go. I'm going to do this one for $5. Didn't we, girl? All right, here comes the most McCartney change-up ever. Trumpets, come on. Thanks, Allie. Benson's in there. Look at that. You didn't see that one coming. 7. I got more New Kids to gather here, and I got more pop culture. Oh, you know what I have coming up? It's 90210. Pokemon. Oh, you know what? I sold some Pokemon already, but you know what? I do a Pokemon comic. And look at this. Did you know this? Remember I always say, like, I'm surprised what kind of comics exist out there. I'm like, there's a comic for everything. This, I never would have guessed that there's a Tanya freaking Harding and a Jeff Galooly gets a cover of a comic. The Jeff Galooly story? That's something wrong about that. Look at that cover. Thank you, Allie. Hold on, let me see. Check this Pokemon out. I feel like I gotta put some kind of reserve on it. Look at that. But I think I'll see if there's any more cards left. I just sold like a couple hundred, maybe 100 Pokemon cards. I'll see what's left. I'd like to do this one for 10. Let me see if you're interested. And I have some Disney comics, a 90210 comic. Cards. I gotta look and see what's left. It's been a while. I think I just sold the majority of what I had left, but let me see. This is a good deal. You get all 4 sealed. Nintendo. This is Vedson's in there. $10. Why not? 11 for Cody. Hey, Cody's welcome back. We'll look for the cards. Word 13. You get all 4 comics sealed. Pikachu. 13 for Fedson. Tonight. Thanks, Fedson. Thank you guys all. I had this puzzle, by the way. I'm going to run this too. I tried to count the pieces, and I gave up. Like 500. They should be there. If they're not, you can like dump it on someone's lawn that you hate or something. I don't know. How do you count 500? They got to be there. If not, maybe you could use like a 3D printer. No, you'll never do that. I guess if it's not all there, then I owe you something. I don't know what. We'll run it though for $5. How about this one though? I think this one's. Oh, we got more New Kids, and I'll do Marvel. But let me finish some pop culture first. This one actually might be pretty good. I have a Saved by the Bell number 1 too. Here, that was a little teaser. Pink Panther, Casper, a 10-cent Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. And then Mickey Mouse and Goofy. How about that little lot right there? We'll do a little reserver on this one. Just $5 on all of them. All right, here we go. $5. Donnie D's on the back. Look, maybe no one wants the cartoon ones. We're not in. 1. A 10-cent Chip and Dale. 2. This is gonna get that acorn. 3. Wait. Yeah, 4 of them for 5. Is that a golden age, I guess? Or they just had cheaper prices? Well, that was surprising. All right. Timing on that one. Nobody on that one. All right. We got that. Oh, I forgot about this one. I could have thrown that in. I'll rerun it if you guys want. All right. I'm going to go from this song to like the opposite of this song. You ready for this? Hold on. This is how diverse and ADD my streams are. We're getting really opposite. Tell me this is not the opposite of that. Here we go. I love this song. I know like Metallica normally, but this song I'm like blown away by. Here we go. I think this is the opposite of New Kids. All right, let's do this real quick because I want to see what this one is. We're going to hit comic it. By the way, that sound you hear, I was surprised. That is a bass, not a guitar, which makes no sense to me. That's how cool the song is. Here we go. So in Very Fine, 687, you know, we'll knock that down, obviously. I'll start at $3. It was a steal? Good deal. The comics, you mean? Yeah, I'd probably run. Well, you guys got a good deal. I appreciate it. All right, this is a number 1 with Branda and Brendan and Luke, Harry, and it looks like a Star Wars kind of like one of those. What's that guy's name? Drew. Forgot his name. That does the posters. That kind of style. Allie must have left the building. I think she'd be all on this one. They always had They always had the eyebrow. The eye. What am I trying to say? The forehead squinch going. Forehead squinch with sideburns. Where's Dave? Look, they really did. What's his name wrong? Look at that. And they cut Steve off. All right, nobody on that one. That's a timing thing. Frosty, welcome. All right, let's go into more DC than Marvel. Dave Z, are you still here? See how quickly the vibe changes? We're going from what's it called to New Kids to Metallica. Justice League. This is a 60 center. These are nice. T-shirts. All right. You got it. We had a little comic run there for a second, but did you want me to pull any of those Orioles shirts out? Or Ravens? Let me know. Oh, and there's other T-shirts that were upstairs that I told you that were not sports ones. We can go look at those too. That one's pretty messed up. All right, I'll run all 3 of these. All right, let's do it. All right, comics. One more. We'll do all 3 Justice Leagues for $5. 20 seconds. No Harley. Good question on that one though. Those are hit or miss, right? Sometimes they're like super pricey and sometimes they're just whatever. I guess it depends on the era. Do we lose Dave Z too? Let's see. Anybody hold on. Do Marvel, but we're gonna go do the or Marvel or record albums. But we're gonna go look at the rest of the T-shirts in a second. Let's try and think where the rest of them are. All right, let me take a water with me and we'll go. That one I like. Hip. No rap vinyl. That's big though, and you can find the rap vinyl, or like certain genres for vinyl are crazy. I don't know why. Anyone need gun stuff, holsters? I couldn't sell these on eBay. They wouldn't let me. They flagged me for some reason. But no rap vinyl. It's mostly like 70s like rock and pop. Hip comic was the one. All right, let's go back up. Anyone need a ratchet set or tools? Let me know. I got a big thing of big lead on tools these days. Rap T-shirt. Oh god, those must be so pricey. It shouldn't be hard to find either. Like everyone had like a Biggie T-shirt, you know, and a Tupac T-shirt, just like everyone had a Nirvana and Pearl Jam shirt. So that stuff's overpriced, but if you can find it. Oh, video games. Hold on. Anyone PS2? DS or Wii, let me know. A 5? Wait, what? That's crazy. Why would Bob Marley have a rap? So it was like some kind of weird, like custom shirt someone made or something. That sounds like it's from like the late '90s or something. What's going on, Migs? For Jesus, God bless. My own personal Migs for Jesus. 90. Oh, that's sick, man. That's so crazy, Cody. Good job. All right, what was I checking out? Oh, shirts. I don't think we're gonna find anything special like that, but let's look what's there anyway. Let's see. Like those like old parody shirts like that, I guess would, or like I was thinking about just now. There's some T-shirts around here. Oh yeah, PS2. Yeah, actually, Ali, look in the picture, and you can see probably half the PS2 games I have. And then I have a PS2 with, I'm gonna go at another location, and more games there too. All right, here's some of the T-shirts. Let me put the iPad down so I can kind of lay them out. The skateboard's sick. Hold on. All right, Noah, you might have a good time actually, because I'm back upstairs where the stamps originated, so they might be in here. That skateboard. So I sold my skateboard. I sold my brother's skateboard, and this is the last one left. I'm waiting on him to tell me to move it, so I'm selling it. I sold one of the skateboards for like $250. It was like the Mike, what's it, McGill, I think, but it was thrashed up pretty, like worse than this one. No trucks, nothing. Yeah. Let me get a price on it. I don't know what he wanted to do on it. Let me see if I can text him. I sold my Gator board too, which on here actually, I sold my Gator. That's the same similar board to the one Marty McFly had, but I think. And Gator, well, if you know about him, I don't know if he's still, I think he's still in jail. Let's see. T-shirts coming up. It is intense. I don't know what the hell he was doing, trying to do like ride a curb or something like that. See, like you know, teenager in like the late mid '80s. He was, yeah, he was rad. Let's see. Yeah, the graphics are sick. That's the classic. What's it called? I forgot the name of it. Pal Peralta or whatever I think it is. Let's see here. Let me ask him how much he wants on it. How much on the? All right, let me get the T-shirts too. Thanks for your patience, guys. Oh, okay. Steve Caballero, if I remember correctly. It's in 40 years. You know, that board's got to be about 40 years old, right? That's my guess. Oh shoot. Okay, nice. All right, let's get the T-shirts out. And good eye on the board. I wonder what kind of trucks are on there. Let's see. Maybe Bam Bam. Yep. Or those are the wheels or Bam Bam. I don't know. I remember those. God, it's so cool. Boards were so much cooler then, I feel like, but biased, I guess. All right, the other T-shirts. More Maryland stuff. I'm just gonna lay them down. I don't know if there's gonna be anything you like here, but skate your whole life, always spot a board out. Nice. Yeah, there's always a couple skaters, and there was one guy who told me, the GI Joe collector. He used to like, you know, be part of that whole scene. Like he's in like the videos and stuff. Like in the '80s. Peter, Paul, and Mary. I know, right? '80s and '90s for sure. We didn't appreciate it. So it's too late. This is a local school. That's a kid's shirt. I think our local camp, maybe. I don't know if it's open anymore. More. Okay, here's more basketball. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Maryland stuff since we are in Maryland. Deep Creek Lake shirt. I guess that's in Maryland too. Yep. Yeah. So these are the random shirts I was telling you about that aren't really anything, nothing crazy, nothing like sports or music related except that Peter Paul and Mary one. I think there's maybe one more music shirt in here that's actually pretty good. Let me see. What's this one? No, that's just a generic New York shirt. Probably mostly large. I think they're mostly large. Let me double check. And this stuff was cut bigger, as you know. See, I feel like something like that would do well. A random science fair shirt. Look at this one. This is a final. This actually, here's a good one. 2001 Final Four. Of course, because Maryland. That's one's there. And then, oh my God, this is not mine, but this is my high school's. I don't want to show his name, actually. I probably need to fix it, but the high school gym shirt. I wonder if those do well. That's so funny. And here is a Memorial Stadium shirt. Any Orioles fans? You don't see that one. They're a little beat up, some of them. You know, regular wear and tear like you'd expect. Yeah, large. But a large back then is definitely bigger than a large now. Everything was like boxy. That's a small one. Could be for a kid. And I think I'm down to the last couple here. Oh my God, these are probably worth. I need to look this up because these were all the rage back in like the early '90s. Co-ed naked bar hopping. The co-ed nakeds and like the Big Johnson shirts. I bet those are worth money. I haven't looked it up yet. Right, Fetson? I totally missed this one. I don't know how I didn't see this one. Co-ed sportswear. Some can be. Let me look because I have to look for them because I tell them I check everything, and then we'll run it cheap though, but just make sure it's nothing stupid, you know. Hold on. And you know these old T-shirts they do have like a distinct smell. Not bad. They're just like that old kind of. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Big Johnsons are good. Never seen that brand. Oh, this one you've never seen. Okay, it's not expensive. I don't think. Let's see. Co-ed naked. It's a single stitch. That looks like it. So we can run it cheap. It's not. It's nothing special, I guess. I really thought it would be, but I think the Big Johnson ones are probably where it's at. Like No Fear. I don't even see a solds, but yeah, like $10 on this one, I guess. Yeah, co-ed naked. That was a big one for like a year, maybe. I don't know. More edgy. That's why. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Good point. All right, let's see. Yeah, me and my friend almost like we had an artist. We came up with a similar idea. We were stealing it. That's how popular it was. Like this was like in 1996. We had like a T-shirt press and everything. We had an artist because his grandfather owned like a T-shirt place. We had the art. We had all the sayings, and we just never did it. But that's another fun story for another day. Let's see. Create quality listing. Let's put this one in. I have to add this in because this is for another consignment. All right, this will be up in a second. I'll put it at $10. Co-ed naked bar hopping. Single stitch. I'm gonna guess this is from like 94 is my guess. I don't know if it said it on there. Let's see. Thanks for your patience, everyone. And we will try to find those stamps, Noah. All right. Co-ed naked sportswear. I'm just putting the consignor's name in there. $10. Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to I don't know if I had a Big Johnson t-shirt, but they were definitely valuable. I'm gonna look those up. Sports ones. Yep. Maybe a few more. Fedson's in there. The science fair one. Okay, I'll get that one. Oh, I should have made a category for this. I didn't do that. Co-ed naked bar hopping. Fedson, good pickup. Let's see, all from the same household here. My guess is the person that had this was like 14 years old in when he had these. Let's see. This one's a little smaller though. Just so you know, the science fair one. Survived the 1990 science triathlon. Haynes 50-50. Well, that's good. 30. See, it's a medium. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, it is. Hold on. Let's see. All right. I'll just 1990. Let me add another category here real quick, and we'll look at the rest in a second. Oh, man. Oh, there's a music shirt here actually. The band Live, if you guys know Live. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to find like a good picture, but it's not working. Here's a day. All right, vintage T-shirt. I don't think I have enough energy to sing "I Alone." All right, here we go. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Here we go. We'll start this guy at $10 also. That's cheap for a 90s single stitch, I think. Not gonna see this one anywhere. I bet there's probably a 1 of 1 right here. It's a medium. It's more like a smedium. It's a 3840. 20 seconds, medium. Oh, I got rated? Let's go. Who rated me? Thank you. SoCal, my guy. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. A long time. I haven't been on in months, SoCal. That means thank you. It's medium. It's a Marge. Look at that. Were you at the 1990 science fair? Allie? Probably. The science triathlon? Thanks, Fedson. Appreciate you, SoCal. How you been? Thank you guys for the purchase. Does anyone want Chris? What's her name? Chris? What's that tennis player? Pam Shriver's tennis rackets from when she was a kid? I'm not even kidding. For Beanie Babies. I haven't figured out how to position to sell these yet, but it's from her estate, her mom's estate. Wish I had her name on it. That would be nice. All right. Hey, thanks, bud. Appreciate that a lot. Oh, I ended up going live on Facebook, SoCal. 350. Whoa. He wanted me to sell the board for 350. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I just got the text. I thought that sounded a little high to me. Not to take away my own money, but that sounded high to me. I don't know what this. He probably looked up comps on these, but 350 in this condition, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Let's see. It goes because yeah. So okay, I did it for the playing cards. Yeah, I'll figure out how to sell that differently. I did it for vintage playing cards, and it went well. Didn't have a lot of people. I didn't understand how to chat. Wasn't really working. I don't know how you sell in there. Honestly, that was tough. So maybe there's something I wasn't doing right. I feel like it would be kind of hard to sell in there. Maybe that's what I need to understand, how you sell. Maybe I forgot what you even said. There's a Final Four shirt. I'm gonna run that. We'll run that for 10 bucks. I might have some GI Joe stuff here, guys. Anyone? Let me know if there's anything else you guys are looking for. And we'll look at. Oh, I did the science fair one. We did that. We're still looking for stamps. 10 bucks on the 25-year-old T-shirt. Signs. Oh, signs. Oh no hats up here. Maybe like one. I'm thinking of from the same person. Let me see where it is. But I don't think it's anything that you're. You know. I think it's kind of a random, like a Bass Pro Shops hat. Oh, here. What's this? Horton Hears a Who? The Horton Heat? I know, he has been. I gotta find him. What is this? Reverend Horton Heat? Yeah, I figured that wasn't for you. All right, we tried. I have an emoji pillow. I still have the bottles, and we have to find more stamps. Let me put this down. We're gonna rest it on the bottles for a second, so I can go look for the stamps. All right, I have free hands now, so I can look for the stamps. Hopefully, wish me luck. I'll see if I can find them. Stick around, guys. Give me 1 second. Phone's blowing up. All right. Trying to remember what I did with you. Oh wow. Stamps. Thanks for your patience, guys. Give me about 2 minutes to look for it. If not, of course, you can just DM me and I'll find it. And organize it. Not them. Anyone want Star Wars cups? I have Star Wars cups. 2000s. The stamps aren't in there. Wait a minute. I think I found one more batch. Not all of them, but I found some. It should be in here. Hold on. If not, I'll be surprised. Sports stuff. Oh, no, they're not in there. I'm a tease. I'm sorry. Huh. How could they be gone? Okay. One more spot. Okay. We found some. We found some. This is good. This will hold you over until I find the real batch. All right. We're good. I don't know what's in here. It could be the better stuff. You never know what to price stamps out at. Here. This is kind of complicated because they're all in envelopes and stuff. So for a stamp collector, this is like Happy freaking New Year, like, right? I would think. Unless you want to more organized. This is kind of a fun treasure trove of who knows what the hell's in here. It's like I haven't looked through this yet, and even if I did, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Love to dig, yeah. I mean, look at this. What? I mean, I'll run them if you want. I just don't. What's a fair? I could run a bunch of them if you want to just kind of test the waters here. I don't need to show. All right. Let's see. I don't know if you want. You probably want all of them, right? I got to figure a price out for all. I don't know if anyone else collects stamps in here. They're different countries too. Holy cow. Hey, you want to see how many envelopes are in here? Or make an offer on the envelopes? Otherwise, I was going to run them for like 2 for $5 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Some of them are empty, so I won't count them. They're less. I mean, look how many are in here. This is actually kind of crazy. Oh, you're just getting into it? Okay. No little pet shop or pony, unfortunately, but Allie, if you're here, she's got it. Allie, are you here? Any other stamp collectors here? Look at these. $50, what, for the whole thing? Yay. That's tough. All right. Hold on. What's this thing? It's probably garbage. I'll throw that in too if you want 7 airplane. All right. I guess I could start at 50. What's this? Oh, cool. What the hell is this? Star Wars comics? Oh, I already ran. I think I ran all of the ones I had left, unfortunately. All right. We'll do the whole pile. What's this bag? This bag has nothing to do with any stamps or anything, right? Oh, they are new? Interesting. So it's kind of a treasure trove of stuff here. We don't know what's in here. Let's make sure there's nothing non-stamp related in here, and we'll run the whole thing. Interesting. All right, we'll start the whole thing off at 50. This whole pile, including this memo book and stuff, whatever this is. Let me make it a little more organized. It's kind of, some of these are really fat. It's got to be, I don't even know how many, 1,000 stamps in here? I have no idea. All right, cool. This will be fun. And then what do? You put them in a book, or you try to find out what countries they are and try to categorize them and stuff? There we go. I feel like stamp collecting is so hard just because of the digging alone. I guess for my brain. It's like I don't like organizing sports cards either. I can't do it. All right. There you go. You get Kenya, Uganda, and Tanga and something too. Oh, interesting. What are these? Are off these have got to be pre 1940. Uganda. All right, that's crazy. All right, here we go. Oh, let me know if you find the upside down airplane one. I don't think you're. What's that one? That's like the famous. Here we go. Well, this is a good way to jumpstart your collection, I would think, with all this. I'm gonna just add this in. I appreciate your patience. No, I knew we'd find stuff. And then you can always DM me and I will find more for you and we can make another. No, what state are you in, by the way? I'm in Maryland, by the way. Let's see, estate sales, product details, stamp, lot. All right, thank you guys for your patience. Let me know in the chat if there's something else you guys are looking for, because we wouldn't be doing this right now if Noah didn't say something. So maybe we'll find something you want. Anything. You never know what I might say yes to or might have for real. Let's see. I mean, we just looked at an 80s skateboard. Now we're looking at old school stamps. We had a science fair T-shirt. Honestly, you never know what's going to come up here. Bottles. It's running. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Noah. You get all these stamps, guys. Everything is filled with stamps. All those envelopes. $50. $50 bill. The data price is yours. Enjoy. Look at all that. Wow. This guy was a serious. Whoever had this. Here, it's a funny story, actually. It was a clean out kind of thing. And I think they were like, whatever we paid him, or I don't remember if we paid him or what we did, but it was a room full of baseball cards. And we left like 95% of them. It was just junk, but I took all the stamps. I was like, I'd rather have the stamps than the 90s junk wax stuff or 80s junk wax, whatever it was. We couldn't, it was just too much. Thank you. All right. Love it, Noah. Good deal. You want the bag too? Preserve it how it was. And I have more though too. When you're ready, I know there's more in a big bin. I just have to find it. This guy had like a serious stamp like collection and addiction, uh, which I see all the time. I always see this kind of collections where they can't stop buying. This is one of them, or collecting. This isn't really buying. I don't know. All right, because it's always like the dopamine hit, I guess you get from it. There's some board games here if anybody wants some cheap board games. And then I still have the bottles, guys. Those are fun. And I probably Noah, definitely send me a message and I'll find more. I know there's like a bin around here somewhere that has folders like the first folder you bought, like this one. And they don't look like that bad either, like that one does. I'm gonna run a couple bottles real quick until we get another request. I know you want. Did you want to see more of those T-shirts? I think I showed all of them to you. Oh, I didn't show you the live T-shirt. Let me do that. The band live. How about $5 on this really cool bottle? It looks like a 1960s is what it's screaming to me. Maybe late 50s, early 60s, just based on the font. $5. Hanover, Pennsylvania. Let's go back to the shirts. 6A. Oh, the sports ones downstairs or the ones that are up here? Wow, that bottle cleared the room, didn't it? All right. Let's see here. We got live. Maybe I didn't finish. Hold on. Ooh, we got a BT Camps. That's my camp. You might like this BT Camp one. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Oh, downstairs? Yeah, let me show you the ones I didn't show you yet. Hold on. This one is probably one of the better ones left, but again, these aren't in good condition. But it's the band live. That screams 1994. The tag is missing. Single stitch. That's the cover of Throwing Copper. I could probably run that for $10. I don't know if this. Oh, it's their tour shirt. That's sick. And there's Baltimore. He must have got it for that. 95. What did I say? It's screaming 94, but it's summer 95. There we go. I think the album came out before that, so that was insanely popular when that album came out. Let's see. How about? Oh, I don't have it in here. Hold on. All right, I'll show the other ones in a second. I was just gonna run. Let me know if you want to run that. I was gonna run it for 10 also. What else is here? That's some kind of, I don't know what that one is. Polar bear guy? Ocean City, Maryland. This is a local Jewish camp. I don't know if you went to the local Jewish day camp, but it's a cool shirt. It's a 1970s. The shirt's probably from the 90s, but the graphics are from the 70s or early 80s. I actually used to work there too. And we saw that one. Yeah, that was it. So I can show you the sports ones that are downstairs. I think we got through all the adult sizes. If you want me to run throwing copper, let me know, guys. It's hard to run this with one hand like that without a Z-rack. All right, we'll go back downstairs. What time is it? 5:48. Okay. Treasures, welcome back. Long time, because I haven't been on here in a long time. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's take a walk here without falling down. Old camera stuff. All right, we're going back down. Thank you guys for sticking around. 1 second. Okay, the other t-shirts. Oh, by the way, there's more mix of DC and Marvel. I don't know if there's any keys in there or anything, but some full 80s and 90s comics most likely in here, from what I remember. Let's go look at those t-shirts. I think you saw them all, but you want to take one more look just in case. We can do that. That's yours, obviously. We had the Eddie Murray one. We had this awesome one here. The national championship. Let me see, did I show this one? This looks like Camden Yards, yep. That one looks like it's never been worn before. 1992. It's a sweatshirt of the Ravens. That was it. Unless you want to see them again. The last game at Memorial Stadium. Oh, I did find, here's some hats. Who was asking about hats before? But looks like they're all Baltimore. That one's signed. I gotta see who that's signed by. 64. Art Bomb, thanks for coming in. How you been? The Bullets, HBO. It's probably a giveaway to game. Ah, that's a good one. That's probably like, what, late 90s Bulls, maybe? So there were some snapbacks left. I was right. Not many, though. Random Pokemon. Not mine. Oh, and there's that. How's it going, Arbom? How are your shows doing? You still been streaming? Other black hat. Let's see. It's the Bulls one. Yeah, there was another black. And it is a Super Bowl hat. The Giants. That was probably purchased at the Super Bowl. I think. Knowing the guy that had this. Thursday mornings, nice. Yeah, what are you selling these days? Just every little everything? Who signed that? I can't even tell. Randy Mulligan, maybe? Milligan? All right. Wired. Oh, weird stuff. And toys. Got it. Nice. I have a lot of weird stuff. If you want to see some weird stuff. That's right. Remember I had all those crazy weird things like metals and stuff like it. I have so much of that, it's ridiculous. I just have to show it. I love that stuff. I've been finding the coolest ephemera and just was there anything you wanted to see in there, Cody? Or that was it? We can go through some drawers. It's been a while since I've been on here. So yeah, you got it. Thanks, Cody. Oh, the video games. Is Allie still here? Let me tag Allie if she's not here. Oh, okay, Allie. Did you want to see the games? I'm just putting up emojis so I can get rid of this. Let me know if you see anything any of you guys like. Most of them are probably gonna be like $5 unless there's anything that's like crazy in here, but I don't think there is. Star Wars, the video game. And how about Wii for anybody? I think there's like one banger in there, like the marble game or something. The rest of them are pretty reasonable. If you want to pick out a lot, I can make a price, or let me know if there's anything you want. And if nothing here, then I'm probably going to go live again tonight, and I have games at that location. I don't know which ones, but I have them. I might just run the Star Wars. Someone's going with that, right? Oh, it's a Lego one too. Sick. That's probably a good game. Oh, no manual. Does that really matter if the manual's in there? Do people? Like, you're just buying it to play it. It's not like you're buying a Grail, right? I could probably find the manual. Crash, Spyro, Star Wars. Okay, cool. Yeah, Crash ones I've been selling well. I've been selling GameCube games. Yeah, they sell for a lot. I couldn't believe some of the GameCube game values are nuts. You see GameCube in the wild, man. That's just crazy. Why is that? I don't get it. They're so pricey. Like I had like 100. Like my consignor, she couldn't believe it. It was like $100 for this, 80 for that. Like Pokemon. What was the third one you said? N64 too. Really? I guess I kind of knew that, but the prices on the other ones just seemed insane. Spyro. All right, let's see. Where's Spyro? Oh, at the end here, right? Is it? Let's make sure everything looks good. Hero's Tale. So this came from a consignor whose kids were obsessed with gaming. I don't think I have any 64. They had every game system but 64. They had like the Cube. They had what's the other one called? The DS. They had GameCube. Al, you might like that one too. You have GameCube. I don't know. So here we go. Spyro. We'll run that one. It's a little scratch, but it should work. So far, every game I've sold, everyone said they work. From this collection. They've probably been sitting in her basement for 20 years. Yeah, I have more GameCube later when I run stuff at my other location. But yeah, I'll run the Shrek also. All the other GameCubes are not here, unfortunately. All right, so these three, Allie, I was thinking $5 a piece. I hope that's a fair price, right, guys? Greatest hits. I hope it is. If it's not, you let me know if that's like ridiculous or not. Like I don't want to be over comps, obviously, so let me know. I guess don't bid if it's terrible. I believe you. PS2. Oh, I'm in the other screen, so hold on. Why is PS not coming up in the auction? What the heck? Sometimes the search on this is not good. What? I typed in video, I typed in PS2, nothing. All right, give me a second. It must be all at the bottom here. Wait a minute. Video games aren't in here? Hold on. Am I crazy? Porcelain Dolls. Oh, PlayStation 2. Okay, my fault. All right, you're getting 3 games here, chat. 3 games, $5 each. And Allie's in. Thank you. You get all 3. You get Crash, Nitro, something. You get Spyro, Hero's Tale, and Lego Star Wars. Allie's got it. 8 seconds left. 7 left. Hopefully you're free shipping now too. It says PS3 because there was no PS2 option for some reason in the store. I don't know why that was, unless it was something I did. Let me run Shrek real quick. Hold on. Thanks, Allie. Appreciate that. Here's Shrek 2. Let's look at the condition on this guy. God, these were expensive. It's pretty expensive. Actually, I shouldn't say these were expensive back then because games when I was a kid were like $50, which is crazy. In the 80s, they were like $50. Should be good. We have the manual also. Shrek 2. There's another Shrek coming out, I think, this year, right? All right, GameCube's a little better, but let's see here. Let's run this one at, I don't know, $7 on this guy? $6? We'll do $6. It's $1 better than PlayStation 2, right? If not more. $6 on the GameCube. Originally $49.99. 13 seconds. Nobody on the Shrek? 10 seconds. And then if you guys want to see the rest of the PS2 or the Wii, let me know. And then I'll have more GameCube later when I relaunch the stream. I'll try to keep the same stream, but I might have to make a new one. We'll see. All right. There's some Wii games here too. Let me fix the zoom. Let me know what else you guys collect. We'll try to find something for you. I don't know if Art Bomb's still here, but you might want to see. I might go in those drawers, and I have some pretty interesting older stuff too if you want to see. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure what you're getting these days, but we can at least look. Anyone want me to run these? Let me know. Spidey, Call of Duty 3, but that's good. All right, let's go look in some drawers and see if we can find something interesting. Shoot. Trying to remember what kind of stuff I have. Matches. I have old bottles. I don't know if you collect bottles, Art Bomb, or anybody else. A lot of bottles. Matchbooks. I got these rock and roll comics. Let's see what's in here. I got some. This is like an old children's game that was never used. Probably from like the 30s or something. Stuff like this is weird. It's kind of cool stuff. Old ephemera can be crazy. Not this. This is not crazy, but old ephemera can be very valuable depending on what you find. What's this? This is an old diploma. This diploma is from 1921. This stuff sells, believe it or not, for those that I know. Old passports sell really well. If we're just chatting here about this kind of stuff. Matches those other GameCube games. No, I know. They're at the other location. I've sold most of the crazy ones. I might have Pokemon still. I gotta check. But just make sure you're following me, and you can always send me a DM if you're not around later. When I launch again, they're just not here. I'm not. It's at a different location. I think I probably have about, I don't know, a dozen GameCube games left. I also have the GameCube, which I haven't tested yet. Nothing there. Does anyone need DVDs or Blu-rays or Star Wars books? I still haven't found any of the old stuff yet. Hold on. This is a camera from the late 1800s, Kodak. Probably, or maybe like 1899, maybe. Bausch and Lomb lens. When you pull it out, it's really crazy looking. What else is in here? Oh, this is a deed from like the 1800s, Art Bomb. I don't know if you do ephemera, but anyone from I had someone from New Jersey buy a New Jersey deed. I thought it was kind of neat, in the same exact town where it was from. I love that kind of stuff. Crazy. People buy this stuff too. Oh, there's the snowmen. I've been looking for these guys. Yeah, I'm glad we found them. All right. What's in here? This is a plate, I think, of one of Gerald Ford, maybe. Which, by the way, Gerald Ford, I think it was like 2 assassination attempts on him. Wow. And I think it was by women. At least one of them was a woman. Isn't that crazy? This just sold. I can't do that. I don't know if anyone collects old hardware. Hardware does really well. I always sell. Anytime I get old hardware, this stuff sells like almost immediately for the most part. Maybe not this one, but old like doorknobs and stuff like that. Here's a Nikon tie. All right. Didn't find anything too cool yet. Art Bomb, if you're still here, but there's a what's that? A German Shepherd made in Japan. What else? What's this? Oh, photos. There's some negatives here. Ah, you guys will get a kick out of this one. Wonder or not, but look at this. Remember Grandma got run over by a reindeer? That was like all the rage. Talk about going viral. This would have been the most viral thing. If you could translate 1980s viral to now viral, this would have like 1 billion views. Right? What a stupid thing too, by the way. If you look back, when you were a kid, you're like, oh, it's grandma got run over by a reindeer. But why did this go viral? I don't understand. 1984. I guess that's why. All right. We're losing the people. Let me know what else you guys are looking for. We can go look at the comics again if you guys want. Add some Marvel, some DC, record albums you can run. Let me get those Spidey ones. Toys. Like what era toys are we talking about? I don't think I have many left right now. I'm trying to think. I have Christmas ornaments still. Yeah, maybe like maybe a few of these. I don't know. I might have some '90s toys. I have more. I might start the stream over later because I have so much more stuff in my little location. More video games for sure. More toys. And cards. Let's see what else is here. Fishing lures. And more comics too. I have these kind of like little angel ornaments. It's Christmas ornaments. What else? All right. I'll get some toys together for later. Lures. Yeah, let me see what's left. I definitely have fishing lures. Yep. Hold on. I think a lot of them are upstairs, so we can go there. Let me show you what's down here first. But yeah. Oh, you know what? The rest of the lures are at the location too. You definitely have to come back later for those. And if you want to see those, a lot of those lures are from like the 60s and 70s probably. I have like this bag of like lures and hooks and stuff, but it's not really. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, like that kind of thing. But I have more like actual lures I can show you. I forgot what these things are called. I can show you the rest though. But yeah, I have like a whole box of them. I could lot it all up. I think you're gonna like them. There's some really nice looking ones too. Let's see where the other ones went. Here's some fishing stuff in here actually. Let's take a look. If anything stands out, let me know. There's one. This is kind of cool. This guy. Look at this little guy too. And then this is interesting. Little new old stock. Little caterpillar guys, or what is that? It's wiggly bugs. A bluefish killer? Do you want me to run any of this stuff? And I have more stuff like this upstairs too. But then I have I forgot what the name brand of that company is that's like popular lures. I have more of those. That's a spoon. Yeah, you're right. That's right. That's what these are called. I have a few more spoons like this if you want. And this one. And this guy. All right. If you want me to run it, let me know. If you want to see more, I have them upstairs, and also later we can look at them. I'm gonna run the Christmas tapes. You never know. I love that font they used, like for like the mid '80s. Like every single, I don't know why this was, but every single tape had the same freaking font. They all look the exact same. You got Cyndi Lauper, you got Kiss. If you got Run DMC, big red block letters. Let's run these guys. The original viral Christmas song, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. $3 for both. 20 seconds. Twisted Christmas and Elmo and Patsy. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. 1984. 10 seconds. Does anyone need Nintendo cases too? 2 seconds. I have more New Kids on the Block comics too. I don't know if Al, you're getting free shipping, and let me know if you want these. If you're still here. There's some more number 1s in here. There's 2. I think you already won this one, or somebody did. 3. And this one. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Is that 9? That's all it is? 9 of them. How about like 15 for all those? Pop culture. And I put too much time on the clock. 30 seconds. Hanging tough. Donnie D's on the backup with the rat tail. 18 seconds. NK, OTB. Like the late 80s Beatles without the talent. Well, the same talent. They had talent, just not the same kind of talent. And now we're talking about the Mania part. All right. Anything else you guys are looking for, let me know. I will be running later as well with totally different new stuff that we haven't seen today. All right. Got the rock and roll comics too. If anybody's interested, let me know. Tools. Get some Milwaukee tools. Just a huge random variety. Wii games, PS2 games, DS games. And we had some diecast over here before too, we were showing. There's a dump truck. This looks this Hot Wheels might be a red line. Look. Stamps are your pantry. Oh. You got it. Yeah, I'm gonna look for the stamps before I go. And maybe I'll be late live tonight if I could have them to run them tonight. If not, I'll have them for later in the week. Brother DS. Okay, Trio, you got it. Thanks for coming back in, Trio. Let me look at this real quick. I'm just curious the year, and then we'll go to the games. Oh, it's not a Hot Wheels. Just kidding. It's Whiz Wheels. Whiz Wheels. Still kind of cool. Porsche Carrera. Sick. And written. That's a really. I like this one. I don't know if you guys want me to run that one. I like sports cards boxes. Like I don't have anything sealed if that's what you mean. Well, actually, I probably do, but I have a bunch of random sports cards. That these are not sports cards here. Let me get to your those games. Like this kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean tons. I don't know what's even in here, honestly. But we can look. I usually sell that by the row. I mean, sports cards. I probably need to do a show just of sports cards. I can't do it right now. These aren't mine, but this kind of stuff that we get in is just crazy to go through. All this kind of stuff. So he hasn't gone through these yet. It's funny because when you get a sports car collection, they're always just like ginormous. Like it's just so much to go through. Obviously, it's great when you find something sick, but a lot of the times it's just 50 cents here, $1. So I just like to get rid of the rows. And people like to make sets. So let me know what you're looking for, Laura. I mean, we have like everything when it comes to sports cards. You can always send me a DM. And I can't begin to tell you how much is here. Like old school stuff, junk wax era, new stuff. That's what we started doing on here was Springer cards. Let me see what I need to run these. Do you want all three, Treehole? These might run a little bit more than the PlayStation, probably. These are all good games, too. P. Diddy Kong? What's up with that? Look, they're all here with the, what's it called? Let me know if you want all three, Tree. All right, I'm back. All three. All right. I have to price. I'm gonna give you a better price than you'll find them in the wild, but I gotta, be reasonable too, because I don't think no one's gonna really gonna bid against you. These are on consignment, so I gotta show it for my consigner. Let me see what the worst price I think would be the lowest price that makes sense. Let's see. Mario, Luigi, Super Mario. Oh, cool. So we are missing the. Are we missing the thing in here? I just want to double check. It makes a difference on price. Yeah, they're missing it. I don't understand why they're missing the manual. Whoever looks at the manual, I don't remember looking at the manual. There we go. Maybe for Mike Tyson's Punch Out. All right, but you do have it here. Thinking like, how do you feel about 30 10 each? Basically, I think the Mario one's better. Probably that one would be the best one. I'm not sure. 10 each, fair? Let me know. Yeah, okay. I can feel good about that, even though I think it's better. But Treehole, I appreciate you coming in. Remember, you used to get a lot of stuff from me, so I really appreciate it. Let's run these. We'll put 20 seconds and just hope there's no other lurker bidders out there, and you get them all for 30. 20 seconds. And guys, later I'll be on. I have a lot more video games from this collection. Trios, and you get all three for only 30, guys. It's probably like buy two, get one free, maybe something like that. 5 seconds. Treehole is gonna take it down. 3 seconds to go. I should probably go get ready for the other show, actually. There's only a few. Let me know what else you guys want, because I'd love to get you, more bang for your shipping buck too. If you want anything else, Tree. If there's anything on your mind that you're like, yeah, I want to see if he's got that. I collect this or that. Let me know what it is, and I'll see if I can find something else. Thanks so much, Tree. I appreciate that. Here's a random Blu-ray. Who wants that? Civil War. May as well just do that. I'm standing right here. Misk. I just want to move everything. How about $2 on this one? Maybe throw it in your box if you already bought. I guess if you didn't buy, then paying the shipping on this would be annoying. $2 on a Blu-ray. It's probably worth $5 to $8, I would think, on something like this. $2. If there's anything else you want, Tree, let me know before I end the stream. I don't want to end it and you're like, oh man, I want to add more to the box. All right, that one's done. I was nearby, so I figured I'd run that one. And Laurie, if you're still here, if you want sports cards, I could probably run some tonight. I definitely have a lot more to run. If there's any comic book titles you want, let me know. Otherwise, anyone want a piano from a kid's piano from the 1920s, maybe? Crazy, right? I think it's from the 1930s, maybe. Probably would not be easy to ship this guy. It's a nice kid's toy back then. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get set up for the next show, guys. I haven't posted it yet, but I hope to see you all back. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. This is a fun little comeback show. Working on a grand baby blanket. Oh, sweet. Oh, wow. Well, I'll be back later to have the soothing sounds of Springer Collectibles nonsense while you knit special family heirlooms. Or is heirloom the right word? I don't know, but that's awesome. Congrats on the, if it's your granddaughter, congrats. Thanks, Art, or grandchild. I'm John, Springer Collectibles. Thank you guys for the bids, buys, and BS. I'll be back later tonight, and I look forward to it. That'll be 2 streams, and that's 2 more than I did in the last 2 months. So thank you guys again. See ya.